The tranquility of the Wakandan morning was shattered by a sound unfamiliar, unwelcome. Not the rhythmic thrum of advanced technology, nor the gentle whispers of the savanna winds, but screams carried on the breeze, the distant crackle of fire. From the royal palace, even the newly crowned King T'Challa, in what should have been a moment of quiet reflection, felt the tremor of disruption. His eyes, usually alight with a king's newfound purpose, narrowed as the first reports came in. It wasn't a random raid. This was a calculated, brutal assault on Wakanda's northern villages. Images projected from the Dora Milaje's advanced surveillance painted a grim picture. Smoke plumbing into the clear sky, the vibrant hues of homes reduced to ash. And amidst the chaos, the architects of this destruction. There was Venom, a creature of chilling fluidity, whose very touch seemed to leave behind a trail of corrosive despair. Baron Macabre, cloaked in shadows, conjuring dark energy that twisted the very air, turning fear into a tangible weapon. And Lord Carnage, a monstrous figure of raw, unchecked power, tearing through structures and defenses with terrifying ease. They moved with a synchronized malice, dismantling generations of peace, drawing innocent lives into their cruel game. But T'Challa knew, instinctively, that these were but the pawns. At their head, orchestrating this symphony of destruction, was a ghost from his past, a shadow he thought he had outrun, Erik Killmonger. This wasn't just an invasion, it was a direct challenge to his throne, a bloody initiation by fire, designed to pull the young king into a fight on their terms. The weight of the vibranium crown, usually a symbol of honor and legacy, now felt like a crushing burden, a test he had not yet been prepared for. T'Challa moved with the swiftness of the panther, his royal robes shedding for the sleek, adaptive vibranium suit. Every instinct screamed for immediate action, for vengeance, but the king's mind, even in the heat of righteous fury, sought strategy. These villains were designed to provoke, to wear down, to force errors. He knew he couldn't simply rush in. He had to be precise, devastating, and above all, protective of his people. His arrival was a blur of motion, a black phantom against the inferno. He met Venom first, the creature's slick, acidic form attempting to envelop him. T'Challa, leveraging his suit's kinetic absorption, deflected and countered, using the villain's own momentum against him, a dance of agile evasion and precise strikes. It was less about brute force and more about intellect, understanding the enemy's weakness, exploiting it. Next, Baron Macabre, whose dark arts warped reality, creating illusions designed to disorient, to instill doubt. But T'Challa's will, hardened by a lifetime of discipline and now by the weight of kingship, was unyielding. He moved through the shifting shadows, focusing not on what he saw, but on what he knew to be true, seeking the source of the distortion, disrupting the mystical energy with a calculated burst of vibranium energy from his gauntlets. Lord Carnage was pure, unbridled destruction. The clash was thunderous, a test of raw power against perfected skill. Carnage sought to overwhelm, to crush, but T'Challa, utilizing his speed and the Panther's cunning, moved around the brute, finding the weak points, delivering strikes that accumulated, chipped away at the monster's ferocity. It was a brutal ballet, punctuated by bone-jarring impacts, a testament to the new king's resilience. Yet, as each minion fell, a sense of unease grew. This felt like a prelude. And then, there he was, Erik Killmonger, standing amidst the ruins he had wrought, a chilling smile on his face, his own gold-adorned vibranium suit gleaming in the smoke-filled air. Their eyes met, and in that gaze, a lifetime of unresolved tension, of divergent philosophies, crystallized into a single, profound challenge. Killmonger didn't just want the throne, he wanted to tear down everything T'Challa stood for, everything Wakanda represented. Their battle was not merely a physical contest, it was an ideological war, a clash over the very soul of their nation. The fight between them was savage, personal. Killmonger matched T'Challa's strength and skill, stroke for stroke, but with a raw, desperate ferocity born of resentment and a thirst for power. Every punch, every block, every throw was imbued with the weight of their shared history, the future of Wakanda hanging in the balance. T'Challa, pushed to his absolute limits, drew upon not just the power of the Panther God, but the wisdom of his ancestors, the love for his people, and the sheer will to protect. He fought with a clarity born of necessity, using the environment, his suit's capabilities, and his strategic mind to outmaneuver his ruthless cousin. When the dust finally settled, when Killmonger lay defeated, though not broken, the silence that followed was heavy, filled with the echoes of destruction, but also with the quiet relief of a battle won. T'Challa, though victorious, stood amidst the destruction, the enormity of his new role settling upon him. This wasn't merely a fight, it was a trial by fire. He had been tested, pushed to the brink, and had emerged, battered but resolute. This early, brutal conflict established Killmonger not just as a villain, but as T'Challa's primary rival for the throne, a dark mirror reflecting the paths not taken. It forged the foundation of their long, bloody feud for the future of Wakanda, a rivalry rooted deeply in opposing visions for their homeland. T'Challa learned, in the harshest possible way, the true cost of kingship, the constant vigilance required, and the profound responsibility to protect his people, even from those who shared their blood. This wasn't just the king's first major battle, it was the moment he truly became king, ready to face the complexities and conflicts that lay ahead. What are your thoughts on this pivotal moment in Black Panther's early reign? How do you think this initial encounter with Killmonger shaped T'Challa's future decisions as king? We'd love to hear your insights in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into Wakanda's history, please consider sharing your thoughts and perhaps following along for more stories from the vast tapestry of the Marvel Universe. Until next time, remain vigilant and remember the power of a king's first trial.